Hey guys, welcome back to Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. This is my channel and I talk about stuff. I'm Mike. I talk about a lot of videos, classics, modern day classics. I show laser discs and Blu-rays and DVDs and books and all kinds of different related things. And today I got a nice little goulash of releases. A lot of these are newer releases, and it's kind of a mixture. So I'm going to show a mixture of things. So let me see, what am I going to show first? Okay, let's start with the horror part. Then I got a new release of a Blu-ray that just came out, a classic Blu-ray. Okay, so in the world of Hollywood directors and writers and stuff, one of the most infamous director that there ever was a guy named Edward Wood Jr. He's famous for making movies like Glenn or Glinda, Plan 9 from Outer Space and stuff like that. And for years and years, it's like, yeah, you know, he made bad movies and stuff, but I thought about this for years. It's like, could I get a collection of his movies and just watch them, you know, and see how bad they are, how horrible they are. It's like, yeah, I could probably go on YouTube or somewhere and find the videos and stuff. I wanted to get a nice little collection of them on disc and go from there with it. So this is a 2-disc set on DVD that came out some years now, probably about 10 years at least. This is called the Ed Wood Collection, 2-disc, A Salute to Incompetence. That's right, guys. This one has the movies Bride of the Monster, Glenn or Glinda, Jailbait, Plan 9 from Outer Space, The Violent Years, and Bride of the Monster. Did I already say that? Bride of the Monster. And, okay, Bride of the Monster. And it's got some interviews and some stuff like that on here. I think it's a short little documentary. There's like maybe 2 or 3 collections of his work on different levels and stuff. And I think there's one that's got a really good documentary about him. This one's just got like a short documentary. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's Edward Jr. I mean, hey. But actually, you know, Bride of the Monster and Plan 9 from Outer Space, they're just a lot of fun. I mean, they're just so cheesy and amateurish that it's like you have fun with it. It almost reminds me of like when I was like 13, 14, and I had a camcorder, and I used to get my sister and we'd get our friends together, and we would make these short movies and stuff, and they were horrible. And one day I might put them on YouTube, I don't know, but you know, they make me cringe because it was so long ago, 30 years ago. It almost makes me think, dang, he was on the same level. He just, you know, cheesy these movies that were just not good at all. Everything from seeing the sets, seeing the back of a wooden set, or lights getting in the way, or an actor tripping over a cardboard coffin or a tombstone or something. Just all kinds of craziness in these movies, and it kind of gives it a charm a little bit, you know. I'm not the biggest fan of these movies. There's only maybe 2 or 3 that I can really watch and try to watch anyways. But Ed Wood, just what a character. I mean, what a character. Tim Burton in 1994 made a movie called Ed Wood, where Johnny Depp plays him, and Bela Lugosi's played by Martin Landau, I believe. Yeah, I think, which is a good movie. It's a great salute to this, with a lot of humor and stuff. And so if you kind of look at it like that, and you know, it's a lot of fun. I mean, they're just silly movies. But I finally wanted to get a collection of them just to have them and stuff. So there you go, guys. The Ed Wood Collection. I do recommend this one. It's really good. Movies look pretty decent. And here I got some these are some horror movies that I've got after Halloween. I made some horror movie videos during the Halloween season this past year, but these are some ones I got recently that I wanted to add to my collection. These are, let's do the Scream Factory ones first. This is a really nice movie. It's a really nice release too. It's got this slipcase and all kinds of special features. This movie was made in 1960 for Hammer. It's directed by Terence Fisher, the great Terence Fisher. Brides of Dracula. Really nice. Like I said, this is the Scream Factory release. It's got this really cool slipcover. It's got alternative artwork, which I thought's cool. And it's got a lot of good bonus features. I mean, there's a whole series of these that Scream Factory's put out, and a lot of them really have really good special features on here. This is from a new 2K scan that they did. It's got a new audio commentary. It's got the making of the Brides of Dracula. That whole series of these behind the scenes making of the films that are in each one of these, those are all A1, man. They're just great. A+. But yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff on here. Yeah, it's got, you know, of course you get your trailers and stills gallery and everything like that, but really good. I mean, this movie stars Peter Cushing, Freda Jackson, Marita Hunt, Yvonne Monler. Of course, it's from a screenplay by the great Jimmy Sangster. He came up with a lot of these Hammer movies and stuff. But yeah, the Brides of Dracula is, I don't know if it's exactly related in the Dracula series, you know, with or not. I'm not really sure. It's kind of associated with it, but it's kind of not at the same time. So I think this was made after they did the first Dracula movie. So but yeah, this is really good, guys. These are highly collectible. I would get these now before they go out of print, and then they would just be absolutely dumb pricing, like on eBay and stuff. So I would try to find these. They're all available through Amazon, and try to get those while you can, because the ones I've been getting from Amazon, they all have the slip covers and stuff, which is really cool. And here's one that I had to get. I actually found this through eBay because it's hard to find this one for some reason. But this is the great Curse of the Werewolf, another Hammer entry in the horror anthology or series of movies they put out. This one covering the Wolfman, or the Werewolf, they call him. The Werewolf this time is played by Oliver Reed, a young Oliver Reed. We got Terence Fisher returning as director, and screenplay by John Elder. I was thinking Jimmy Sangster had something to do with it, but I was wrong, I guess. This is from a new 4K scan, and it's got, again, new commentaries. It's got behind the scenes making of documentaries, everything like that. It's got more on this one. But this is a really good movie. I love these Hammers. I really love Hammer films back then when they did these. Just the color, the Technicolor. I mean, it's just excellent. I love these. Every year I watch them and stuff. But man, great film. Oliver Reed as a werewolf is just perfect. He's got that look in his eyes. He's got that kind of a heavier brow. It's kind of perfect to be a wolf. So yeah, that's really good. A really good release. And I actually was able to get this with a slipcover. And it came with a slipcover and this nice little jacket. Little, what do you call it? Little slipcase. It's like a slipcase within a slipcase. But anyways, Curse of the Werewolf. If you're collecting these, Scream Factory, Hammer horror movies, get it while you can, because I'm pretty sure it may be out of print. I'm not sure, but definitely get your hands onto that while you can. And finally, as far as the horror movies go in this group, I have the great Eureka Masters of Cinema release of Fright Night. This is one of the best releases of this. This is the version of the movie on home video, in my opinion. It's got a killer 2-hour documentary about this, about the making of the film and behind the scenes and stuff. It's called You're So Cool, Brewster. It's 146 minutes, and it's a 2016 documentary. But yeah, this is a 4K restoration, digital restoration of the movie. It's got a stereo soundtrack and a 5.1 soundtrack. What else we got? And then, plus it's got 3 other video pieces on here, little short documentaries. Yeah, another 3-part documentary on there. So this is loaded up, man. This is one of the best releases from Eureka for sure. If you've got a all-region player, you need to snatch this one up while you can, because I don't know, I believe it might be out of print, I think. I'm not 100% on that. But this is an 80s classic. This is such a great movie. Grew up with this movie, seen it so many times. What can I say about it? What we need now is Fright Night 2 to come out on a proper Blu-ray release. I know there's some like Spanish copies and different stuff out there, but maybe they'll put Fright Night 2 out, because that's one I haven't seen as much. I seen it when it came out, but anyways, guys, Fright Night is a true 1980s horror classic. Vampires. Okay, guys, this is a new release. This just came out a couple weeks ago. This is a new Blu-ray from MVD Visual. This is a Louis Milestone directed movie. He made All Quiet on the Western Front, amongst other things. When did this come out? 1945. Yeah, 1945's A Walk in the Sun. This is brand new. This has been a complete 4K definitive restoration of the film. It's 2 discs. The movie stars Norman Lloyd, Dana Andrews, and Richard Conte. Richard Conte, you guys know, love Richard Conte. He's a great actor. Dana Andrews, always good. And Norman Lloyd was somebody I've seen in a lot of movies. I just didn't match the name with the face. But disc 1, we got the film on Blu-ray. Disc 2, we got all the special features, and that's a DVD disc. And mostly, it's got a pretty long interview with Norman Lloyd, and then it's got 2 newsreels of the day about war, Fox Movie Tone newsreel, and then there's something about the preservation negative and stuff like that. But yeah, really cool, really cool. This is through Kit Parker Films also, MVD Visual, Kit Parker Films, and this was a restoration from UCLA, so they've always done great work. So there you go, guys. Snatch that up. It's a little higher than most. It's kind of on the range of Olive Films. It's kind of, it's about 25. I think I paid $25 for it, but I had pre-ordered it and everything. So really good movie. It covers these 3 guys in an army platoon during a few days time, and it shows all the stuff that goes on, kind of showing the real side of war and stuff like that. So really good, interesting movie. Check that out. And now here's some new releases that I've had for a while, and I just haven't been able to show them for some reason. I believe I showed this film that I just got it, and this was probably way over a year and a half ago, but I finally got around to sitting down on the couch and turning up the surround sound and cranking it up and watching it with my wife, and we watched it. This is Christopher Nolan's Tenet. Wow. I mean, complex movie, visually stunning. The audio is just marvelous. I mean, just wow, what a surround sound experience you get from this. But the movie, I mean, a lot of things have been said about it. The star of it is John David Washington, and he is excellent in this movie. He's excellent. He's going to be a great action star of the future. I mean, he can act and he can cover all the bases in the gunplay and stunt work and stuff. Really good, complex story. As with Christopher Nolan movies, sometimes you got to watch them 2 or 3 times just to catch every little thing that he crams into the movie. Movies like what is it? Inception. Stuff like that. Movies that, are pretty complex, visually and, script-wise and well acted and really cool. Kind of reminds you of a James Bond, Bourne Identity kind of vibe going on with it and stuff. But I won't go into everything about this movie. You probably have heard about it by now, I would hope. But yeah, this has been out for a while, but to me, I just recently saw it, so I wanted to show you that, guys. So Tenet. So I'm adding that to my Christopher Nolan collection. And next up, guys, this is the further saga of the Fast and the Furious. That's right. Me and my wife are pretty big fans of Fast and Furious. What can I say? We know they're kind of silly, kind of empty-headed sometimes. Sometimes they're not. People say all different stuff about them and stuff, but so much fun, highly entertaining, high-octane fun from start to finish. This is the 9th movie in the series, in the franchise. It's really good. I mean, the last couple episodes have been kind of ridiculous. It's kind of, that's the whole premise of it, of the Fast and Furious movies. They're so ridiculous that you almost can't take it serious. I mean, it's unbelievable. You got to turn your brain off a little bit. Anyways, but it's a lot of fun, guys. It sounds good. It's got a great picture. This is just a basic Blu-ray with slipcover. It's got 2 versions of the film. We got a director's cut and theatrical version, which is pretty cool, and it's from Universal. So yeah, check that out, y'all. I mean, if you're a fan, you've already had that. It's been out for a while. It came out last year. And speaking of, I think this came out even before then. This came out in 2019, and I've had it for so long, and I finally got around to watching it and stuff, and I really enjoyed it. Knives Out. This is a lot of fun. It's in the traditional murder mysteries, murdered by death or stuff like that, killed by death or whatever. But anyways, it's a lot of fun. It's got a great cast, an ensemble cast check it out. I mean, we got Daniel Craig, James Bond himself. We got Chris Evans. We got Ana de Armas, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Don Johnson, Tom Collette, Lakeith Stanfield, Catherine Langford, Jaden Martell, and the great Christopher Plummer. I think this may have been his last movie he was in, but this is a great movie. It's a lot of fun. It's got humor. It's got suspense, mystery. I mean, it keeps you going towards the end of it. But I think it's a very witty script, very well written. It was directed by Rian Johnson, and I'm trying to think of who wrote this. But anyways, it's got a great cast. It's got a great score. Looks really good. And had a lot of fun with it, So there you go, Knives Out. I mean, of course, this has been out for almost 3 years now. But it doesn't matter. I got it finally. I finally watched it. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little mixture of new and old, mixture of new releases and some horror, classic Hammer horror, and we got just a good mixture, guys. So that gives everybody a little bit of something to take away from this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what video release out of all these looks the most tempting to you. Fright Night. And comment, let me know, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, guys. Check out all the past episodes I've got. I think I have over like 250, 300 videos. Check them all out. So until next time, guys, take it easy, be safe out there, watch a good movie, and I'll see you guys later.